Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, yet can't be seen until faith becomes work. Without works, as we all know, it's dead. Your participation this afternoon in today's event is a perfect example of work in progress. We commit on our side to doing our part in valuing your time and honoring your interest in participating in today's Faith in Opportunity Zones Capacity Building Forum. Thank you for being here. I bring you greetings from the team of KDM, IAEOZ, What Works, OzWorks Group, an education, outreach, capacity building training partnership. It is indeed our team's pleasure to invite you to today, spending time with us this afternoon, considering that nearly for 18 months, we've all been captured in an unprecedented pandemic. And the most recent reminder just this week of 100 years of injustice and destruction of our communities like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Greenwood. We're here to value your presence with us today on this historic occasion to discuss faith in opportunity zones. It is on today's program that we declare the new birth of a nation. Through the exchange of this wealth generating, community building, and life-changing information, we are confident that when you leave this program in less than 90 minutes from now, you will feel a sense of empowerment, encouragement, and enlightenment because of our panelists who will exchange information. We all know information is powerful, and it will be our honor to help you understand what to do with this information. This team believes that Opportunity Zones is the cornerstone of the rebirth of this nation. My name is Keith Moore, founder of Open Government TV, CEO of KDM and Associates, co-founder of the Innovation in Agriculture and Energy Opportunity Zone Summit, launched in October 2020, where we made a commitment for 4 years moving forward to address America's distressed communities, specifically our nation's HBCUs, minority serving institutions, our K-12 schools, our minority business enterprises, and our minority farmers. All will be transformed by the advancement of innovation. We are committed to this team approach to what works in America and beyond.
The impact investing space is all about trying to have conversations, trying to create investment products, trying to move money off of Wall Street and onto Main Street, into communities, into distressed communities, so that it has both a financial return, but also a social return, so social impact.
And so having an opportunity to be from anywhere from LA to St. Louis to Detroit to Gary, Indiana, the same story kept resonating, that our underserved communities lack access to resources to advance and to be a part of the American dream. And even though they've also given up loved ones who in service to this country, they were still going without. And so that's when we kind of worked together and created a data analysis that would look at what do healthy communities have and how are they thriving versus communities that are not.
How can faith-based organizations utilize OZ incentives, and how do we attract private capital to investment projects in and around opportunity zones, right? And so I'm not saying that we're going to come up with all the answers today, but the reality is that there's very few conversations happening out in this OZ land around these sorts of topics. And so we also want to talk about the churches and the faith-based organizations, because as Rachel, you mentioned on our preliminary call, there's a lot of property and space. And one of the things that we look at is, how can we start to build rapport, relationships, and trust to make sure that we're coming at this from a collaborative way. Gary, you just mentioned, the church being the center of the community. And so let's talk more about this.
Well, OZs or opportunity zones as a policy, but more so a tool that can be leveraged to empower the church's existing vision, right? There's a verse that says, without a vision, the people perish.